Let's talk about production appointments. These are patients that are coming to get dental treatment rendered, which means they have already made financial arrangements. This is treatment that they have agreed to pay for. The length of the appointment is based on the type of procedure that is being done. We have a spreadsheet document that outlines the general guidelines for time scheduling based on the procedure and the provider called Schedule Time Guidelines. It is very important to make sure that insurance eligibility has been checked and that financial arrangements have been made for the services that will be rendered that day. We don't reserve a production appointment unless the patient has paid at least 25% of the services that will be delivered that day. So if a patient is on the schedule for a root canal, for example, you have to find out if there is a balance that needs to be collected before the patient is seated. Usually this information is discussed during the morning huddle. Now, very important, the patient needs to be made aware in advance about their expected copayment. And you want to make a note on the system that it has been discussed and that the patient knows about it. That way, there is less chance of them claiming that they didn't know they had to pay. So since money can be a sensitive subject for some people, the communication has to be very clear. For example, okay, Mr. Lopez, you have an appointment scheduled on Thursday, May 11th at 9 a.m. with our hygienist, Sarah. And you have a copayment of $475 for your visit. Would you like me to help you take care of that now? If they say yes, then collect. Otherwise, just end the communication by restating the agreed appointment date and time. Alright, so we'll see you on May the 11th at 9 a.m. Also, you want to coordinate with the back office staff to make sure we have all the supplies and lab cases ready for that appointment. For example, if we have delivery of an Invisalign case, you want to confirm that we have received the case from Invisalign at least 3 days before the patient is scheduled for delivery. Dental assistants have to check the schedule 1 to 2 weeks in advance to get a general idea of the treatment that we expect to deliver and make sure we have enough supplies for such procedures. That way, if you find that there are multiple surgical procedures, you can restock on bone graft and membranes, or if we're running a teeth whitening special and several patients took advantage of it, you can order extra whitening kits. The last thing we want is having to reschedule someone because we didn't have what was needed. Now let's move on to collection spots in the schedule.